Hello, hello, hello. Let's get started. Thank you all for coming in tonight. Whew, I gotta be completely honest. I'm a little under the weather, so I almost wasn't going to do this, but I'm here and we're gonna try to breeze by it. We don't have to go too fast, but we're gonna try to breeze by it just so I can give a basic understanding of what is ChatGPT. Um, Go ahead also and share the live stream. Share it. Um, if you know anyone who's interested in learning about ChatGPT, get them in here because we're going to be doing hands-on training so you guys can see exactly what it looks like when you're actually using the program. Okay. So let's get into what is ChatGPT, and I'm gonna also get into how I use ChatGPT. So, firstly, I heard about ChatGPT through the grapevine. It was definitely a talk of the tech world, and as somebody who stays pretty up to date with a lot of current news, and I have to do it because of my publication company, my news company. If you guys are not subscribed, definitely check out the velvet door.com. But being that I am someone that chooses to write and keep up with these things, I was hearing a bit of buzzing about this chat GPT about a month ago. Um, I started off with doing the generated AI images, but this kind of takes it to another level, chat GPT. So basically, I'm going to give you the basic understanding of chat GPT, and then I'm going to give you my own rendition of what is chat GPT. All right. So chat GPT is basically like a smart AI tool, right? You can talk to it and it will respond in a way that makes sense. It's a computer program that can understand and respond to natural language, like the way you and I talk, pretty much. It can answer questions, write stories, and even make jokes. It's like having a personal robot that can chat with you. But instead of a robot, it's a computer program. So the way how I can put it in, I guess, in my own simple layman terms, is that ChatGPT for me, it's pretty much the technology that we somewhat use with Google. In fact, Google uses GPT technology. Okay, um, GPT technology is pretty much on the basis of how you even get into searching for items. GPT is short for Generative Pre-training Transformer. Okay, it is an advanced AI language model developed by OpenAI. The model is trained on a large data set of text from the internet, enabling it to understand and respond to natural language input with high accuracy. So pretty much every time you go and search something on Google, just think of like a robot or something somewhere that's going to be storing the way how you even word it, what you search for in a database somewhere, right? And it's going to remember how you and everybody else continues to use these particular data sets. In return, it is to help give you and back an accurate answer or search result, right? So with AI, period, AI doesn't work unless you work. AI doesn't generate unless you generate. AI is not going to create a new answer. The answer is the answer, at least for what you put into that, right? So I think that's the issue that some people are having with robotic technology and AI, is that there is a little bit of a fear about what exactly humans are doing with technology. Are they in good faith when they are inputting information inside of it? And if that's not the case, then that's a problem that we're going to have, right? Then the next problem that I know a lot of people are going to get into is the consciousness. Can your AI robot get consciousness? I'm going to leave that for another video when we actually get into the depths and we theorize of what does conscious robots look like. But for now, with ChatGPT, I want to get into just the idea of what it would look like to actually interact with an actual robot and how you have a conversation with it. Because I'm telling you, and like I said, excuse my voice, everybody, because I'm under the weather. But I'm telling you, when I'm using my chat GPT, I'm having a full conversation with it. I'm talking to it. If it doesn't give me an answer that I like, as far as like it's too short answered, or I'm like, I literally would just tell it to expound, like expound on that. And it would actually do just that. If it's giving me an answer that's too bland, I even would ask my AI, like, I like that answer, but can you give it a little more flavor and color to it? Can you make it a little more flamboyant, a little more intriguing? And guess what? Your AI would do just that. The more you interact with your chat GPT, the more it will interact with you back, right? And it will also pick up on your personality and how you even would like to respond. So I think from some of the things I've even talked with my AI about, and I even was asking it to use trendy catchphrases, guess what? AI actually started using phrases like lit. And I know that seems corny, right? But when it was formulating an answer to put into a storyline that I was building, it actually was able to use common everyday catchphrases and different slang that humans are actually putting into the algorithm via social media, via Google, via a lot of other social platforms that a lot of these AIs are getting their databases from. So, if I hope that's like a simple way to kind of put it, where you are demanding AI to almost be like your Siri. Okay, I know a lot of you guys have smart products. You have Siri, you guys have what's the next one, Alexa. All these products right here, these are all using some sort of AI technology where you can interact with it, right? But take Siri, take that like the next level up, right? So with Siri, for instance, with Siri, you're pretty much telling Siri, hey, you're saying with Siri, hey, give me the directions to Johnny's bakery shop, right? Okay. It's gonna pull up the directions for Johnny Bakery shop, right? Cool. Perfect, right? But now what if I said, hey Siri, build me a business plan that can mimic the business model of Johnny's a bakery shop over on Green Street. And your AI model, guess what? Is going to formulate just that, right? So that's what makes it a little more different because it goes into actual detailing. Also, sometimes with Siri, you can ask Siri, hey, um, what year did Martin Luther King die? Right? Let's just use that as a question for historical context. Because I'm a history buff. I know a lot of people that I follow are history buffs. So imagine if you're doing research, you ask Siri, what year did MLK die? Well, usually Siri will bring up a list of links that will bring you to whatever answer you're trying to get, right? And that's usually what Google does as well. It gives you a list of links that's going to take you to where you want to go. But Chat GPT is different because instead of leading you to a third party to get your answer, Chat GPT is going to give you that first party answer, right? So it's going to tell you what year he passed. It's going to tell you what day he passed. It's going to also tell you where he passed, right? So it's going to give you a full out answer. And the best way to describe it is to kind of just show you guys what's going on. But before we get into Chat GPT, I would say examples, let's get into about who owns it and where we at with Chat GPT, okay? So I'm gonna actually show this window real quick so we can get into some current news. You know, I love current news. I love to kind of keep on edge of everything that's going on. So Chat GPT, it offers a new version, and this is from OpenAI. OpenAI is the mother company of ChatGPT. So you'll see that OpenAI actually is ran by, let me get the exact names. I know Elon Musk, which is kind of funny. I'm going to show you like how like a lot of these people who are running these companies, they like to play the background and they don't like to kind of put themselves out there as the ones who are creating it. But the Chat GPT, it is a language model that is developed by OpenAI, a private artificial intelligence research laboratory consisting of for profit OpenAI LP and its parent company. The nonprofit OpenAI Inc., the company was founded in December 2015 by Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, Aya Suviskia, I might have pronounced that wrong, Jovic Zaremba, and John Huseman. Woo, them names, child. I try to pronounce them names the best I can. But as you guys can see, Elon Musk is definitely behind ChatGPT. He's definitely one of the founders of OpenAI. And I'm going to show you what OpenAI looks like. Let's actually take a glimpse at the website right now. Let's see if I can actually get it open for you. 1 second. Here we go. So this is the OpenAI website, and this is actually where you will go to actually sign up and create an account to actually start using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is still in beta mode. All right. So pretty much in beta mode, you guys know, for anyone who would actually use apps like Clubhouse, even if you were using Twitter Spaces at some time, you will know that usually these features start in beta mode. And from beta mode, they're pretty much building up a database and kind of like an algorithm of what actual people are interacting to do. And once they pretty much add that in, they usually go public with the company. And then the whole criteria of it kind of changed a little bit. So right now, for how we're using ChatGPT, it is free. As we know it right now, it's free. But there are other models, as we just saw in the previous window, where you can be able to add on you could pay for better service, being that you can get faster response times. Because what you're going to find out with ChatGPT is that since there's so many people that are using this, like literally, it is one of the fastest growing companies. Let me show you this. Right, it's one of the fastest growing social companies right now, and is actually an AI chatbot. So, with that being said, the database you kind of can expect for it to be slowed down a little bit when you're using it, right? So the reason why they're bringing in subscriptions now is so that people can have a faster response time to their answers. I know for me, I still use the free side of chat gpt, and there's times where it might tell me, well, I asked too many questions in 1 hour, or it might say the server is down. So these are unfortunately some of the things that's happening, because as more and more people are using this around the world, more and more you're probably going to be forced to kind of pay for this. I even predict that probably in the next maybe 4 or 5 months, it might go to paid only. And then for the free options, you're probably only going to be able to ask a few questions per day. So I think they're going to try to find a way to definitely monetize everything that's going on, besides the fact that they're also trying to crack down on any type of plagiarism, right? So, like I said, we're getting to that another video about the ethics of ChatGPT. Is it ethical to use? Can you get caught for plagiarism? Yada yada yada. We'll get into all that, but for now, like I said, I'm very much a hands-on person. I really despise having to explain stuff over and over. So I want to get into what it actually looks like. So let's go back a second. And once again, for anybody new coming in, I am under the weather. So I'm trying to get through this. I made a promise. So I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it. So as you see here, we're on openai.com. All right. And you pretty much will have to come down here. I'm going to show you the easy way how I get to it, because sometimes it can have you going over the place. So I'll just click right here, Chat GPT. As you see right here, optimizing language models for dialogue. It says we've trained a model called ChatGPT, which interacts in a conversational way. The dialogue format makes it possible for ChatGPT to answer follow-up questions, admit its mistakes, which it does, challenge incorrect premises, it does, and reject inappropriate requests, it does. Okay, so we're going to go here. We'll try ChatGPT. And I'm already signed in. If you don't have an account, you're probably going to have to create a new account. Okay. So it's going to take you into prompting. The way how I signed up, I end up using my Google account to sign in. So you can actually use your social media accounts. You have a Facebook, have a Twitter, or any type of social account. You can actually use that, or Google account. Use that. You can sign into ChatGPT. You can sign into OpenAI, and you can start beta mode. I would suggest that if you're going to use this program, you're probably going to have to use a desktop. Okay, desktop or laptop. I'm not really sure about cell phones. I know that everybody that I've tried to coach with ChatGPT, if they use a cell phone, they have been told that the server's down or it's overloaded and they have to come back later, right? So, to try to avoid all that, I would definitely get into your desktop, your laptop. And also, another trick that I've also learned is make sure that you refresh. If you try to sign up and it's telling you that the server is too full, refresh, 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 refresh. You're probably going to be able to get in as well. Right. So that's another trick that we've kind of taught ourselves in the chat GPT world. Okay. So since we're here, all right. Like I said, I'm a hands-on person. I jump right into things. And plus, because I'm a little under the weather, I wanna get right into it because I don't want to spend too much time. I gotta get some food in my system, okay? So we're right here. This is what it looks like. This is exactly what's gonna pop up. As you see over here, I already have some conversations between me and AI. I have multiple conversations going on right here. Each of these, I can just press new chat. When I press new chat, it's gonna bring up a new window like this. This is what it looks like when you have a blank window. It starts up like this. Okay. And then right here, you'll see you can clear your conversations. You can go ahead and clear that out. You can actually do light mode or dark mode. For me, I am a person that is very sensitive to blue light when I'm on a computer. So I like to do things in dark mode. Okay. So boop, I put that back in dark mode. Whew, I think everything, my phone, my laptop, everything is pretty much in dark mode. So I that's just me. It just helps with my eyesight. You also have the Discord. The Discord is pretty cool. I mean, it's not nothing in there really. It's just maybe some like how to's and frequently asked questions. But I mean, if you want to join the Discord, you can. And of course, you have your log out, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we just had a new update, as you see right here, January 30th. ChatGPT just gave up a new update. So, with that being said, it's supposed to give us faster response times and yada yada yada. That's what they say. I don't know. They still have to be able to. For me, I feel like they need to be able to control the amount of traffic that they're expecting. I don't know if they did not think so many people will want to be included with this Chat GPT beta mode, but there are, like you just saw, 100 million plus people that are interested. So they need to figure out how to control the traffic so that it's not slowing down the actual site, unless, once again, like Apple, if you don't have a new update, they automatically slow your cell phone down. So maybe that is something that they're going to be start doing with this to push people into buying this monthly. But let's get into some exercise of how to use ChatGPT and why it would work for you, especially for me as a business owner, as a content creator. This actually saves me so much time on top of the fact that I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I do a lot of different things that in my private life. So sometimes my brain is not in it to format something, but I know what I want to say. While ChatGPT helps me find a way to say it, right? So let's say if let's start it with something simple, right? Just say hi. Let's see what AI says. All right. So you see, I said hi, right? And AI said, hello, how can I help you today? I'm gonna say, I have a few questions. I'll see what AI says. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say, well, I would like you to let's see to write a tweet about Black History Month. It's February, y'all, so I'm gonna use Black History Month. I know a lot of people celebrated Black History Month. So let's see what it says. I would like you, let's sound like for you, even though it doesn't really matter, but I would like for you to write a tweet about Black History Month. Watch this. See that? Uh, Celebrating the achievements, struggles, and contributions of Black individuals throughout history during hashtag Black History Month. Let's honor their legacy and continue to fight for equity. Ah, see, so you guys see how this works? Like, actually, so if you guys are familiar with Twitter, you should know that you only can have 240 characters in a tweet, right? So what AI just did, it actually was able to figure out, like, watch this. I'm gonna do this, right? I'm not gonna use the quotation marks, right? I'm gonna put it in my actual Twitter. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see that it actually already had formatted. Okay. So watch this. See that? It automatic formatted it to the 240 standard characters. It added hashtags and everything to it to where all I got to do is press tweet and I'm done. See that? So this is how for content creators how this can actually help you in the long run. But like I said, eventually they are going to start cracking down. I don't think it's going to be such a big deal on social media if you're using ChatGPT to help you create content. But definitely, if you're writing papers, you're writing books, you're writing scripts. I mean, I think along the way, we're going to start seeing the crackdown happening, and they're already happening. OpenAI, the company, has already made a counter product to its own product, and how to pick up plagiarism with because if you're using ChatGPT, right? Okay, so you guys see, I just made content. I just used this tweet. I mean, it's very simple and AI knew exactly what I was like. So what if I don't like that response though, right? So how about this? Let's try a new exercise. Let's say I'm about to write a book, right? I'm gonna write a book. No, I'm not gonna write a book. Let's see, write a synopsis on let's see, a young child living living in Georgia. I'm gonna use Georgia, y'all, who love to eat peaches. How about that? I asked AI, write a synopsis on a young child living in Georgia who loves to eat peaches. And we know Georgia is the peach state. So let's watch what AI is going to say. Let's see what it says. Here's the synopsis. Check that out. While it's doing that, I'm going to get some water. I told y'all my throat is gone. My voice is kind of gone. So you guys are seeing how it's formatting that? And I'm gonna scroll up so you guys can read it. Let's let it finish. Oh, all right. So boom, check that out. Meet Sally, a curious and adventurous young girl living in the heart of Georgia. Sally has a passion for all things sweet, but her favorite treat of all is juicy ripe peaches. Now, if you guys want to read all this, you guys can definitely pause the video. If you guys are watching a replay, pause it and read this. But I want you to see how it literally is making a story for me, right? All I had to do was give it these small words. Now, we say keywords in the old World Wide Web world. Well, now these are called prompts. So this is a prompt. The young child living in Georgia who loves peaches. These are prompts right here. These are prompts. So prompts is another way to say keywords. A prompt is what's going to help AI understand how to create whatever literature for you, right? So as you see here, now I want to change this up though. I want to get a little more technical with it. Because like you guys said, I hands-on, right? So I'm gonna say right there, I'm gonna say write a synopsis of a young girl from New York who loves pizza and put write it in and what's a famous film producer? Quentin Tarantino, right? Let's do Quentin Tarantino style. So one of the things you actually want to see is that AI is able to actually mimic the styles of other creators and artists, right? So let's see what it says if I say write a synopsis of a young girl from New York who loves pizza and write it in a Quentin Tarantino style. Let's see what AI does. Oh, let's see what it comes out. Oh, this thing is getting real technical. Funky barbecue chicken, okay. Loaded meat lovers, okay. Okay. Uh-oh, she discovers a rival pizzeria and is threatening to put her favorite pizzeria out of business. Uh-oh. With her quick wit and fearless spirit, told, and this is told with the non-linear, fast-paced style of Quentin Tarantino, Maya's journey is a wild ride through the streets of New York, filled with twists and turns, and of course, okay. So you guys can see how they literally just made like this whole synopsis for either a book, a movie, or whatever, um, about a young girl. Like, hey, all I had to do was put girl. It gave it a name, right? It went in detail what type of pizza she might like, right? It even gave it a synopsis. It gave it a full synopsis of Arrival. So you have a whole story. You have a whole who, what, where, and why going on right here. And that's pretty much through all of AI. Okay. So the next exercise we're going to do is let's get more serious because I know a lot of people that are in the professional field like I am. You want to see, well, how would this work for me? I'm a business owner. I need to understand how this works for me, what I can do with it, blah 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 blah, right? So one of the ways that it has helped me personally first is I do a lot of email marketing, right? So I have a family business where we sell a lot of holistic foods and goods. And a lot of times you'll get these blind spots where you're like, damn, what do I say today? Like, what do I don't know what to say because I feel like I said that last month when I put out the last sale that we had on, right? So what do I say today in this email marketing? What am I going to say? So one of the things that I did, and I actually had taught my dad. My dad is he's a very much older man, right? And so I know if he can get it, I know you can get it. So what I had him do, I said, you know what, Dad, we always reach these spots where we're like flabbergasted, like, what do I put it? What do I put? What do I write? What do I write? How do I make this sound exciting, right? So let's try something. Let's try saying this. Write an email campaign that let's see, that is eye-catching, professional, and let's put colorful. So that these are my prompts: eye-catching, professional, colorful email campaign, right? So this is what AI is gonna be picking up on, right? So eye-catching, professional, and colorful about, let's see, natural herbs. Oops, got that wrong. Natural herbs and its ability to heal others. Okay, so I'm going to write an email campaign that is eye-catching, professional, colorful about natural herbs and its ability to heal others, right? Okay, let's go enter. Oh, it gave me a subject. Dear, my customer's name. Now you guys can go ahead and read that. Yeah. You see? It's writing that out for me. Full email marketing. Now I want to make this be clear because these type of tools have been used by companies for a while. Okay? In the deep, deep sectors of tech, these type of tools, these GPT tools, they have been used for years. I think the problem that we're coming into is that the average everyday person now can use these tools to enhance themselves, right? That's where you hear a lot of the uproar, a lot of people asking about the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs, and what about that? What about this? What about that? Is it too much? Is it too powerful? No, I think that if we're able to control and have the power of a smartphone in our possession, I think this just takes to the next level up, right? So, for business owners, for people that are actually trying to really push your marketing, like I said, for me, as much as I am a graphic designer, I love to draw, I love colors, I love building brands and stuff like that. I have to say, one of my weaknesses is marketing. One of my weaknesses is consistency. What you need with marketing. You have to be on your marketing nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. But what if you actually have a tool now that can help you when you have that marketing block, that writer's block, that creativity block, right? But you know you have to meet your deadline. You know every day at 5 o'clock, I need to have something going out to my customers. Every day at or every Tuesday of the week, I need to make sure that my marketing campaign for my clothing line is getting out. Now you have something that can help you put that in words, right? So you see, this made me a whole email. All I have to do if I wanted to, put my company name in right in here, right? As you saw, customer name here, and my subject of my email right here, right? And then at the bottom, look at that. Experience the power of natural herbs for yourself and start your journey to optimal health and wellness today. Wishing you the best health. My name, company. You see that? This is AI formatting this, right? Okay. So now what if I say, uh, let's see. I want you to, let's see. Uh, let's see. Rewrite that. Because I don't like it, right? So I'm gonna tell AI to rewrite that. As you see, it's rewriting it now. It's rewording it. Now let's say if I don't like what it's saying so far, I'm gonna stop generating. You see that? So it's gonna stop it right in its tracks. I'm gonna say, you know what? Expound, expound on this with more details about uh let's see about uh let's put indigenous practices with herbs. Let's see what it says. Check this out. Now watch as this comes out. Once you see that, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit so you guys can see this while I'm still writing. Our selection of herbs and herbal supplements are the results of years of research development, drawing on the wealth and knowledge from indigenous practices and traditional healing methods. Herbs have been used by cultures around the world for centuries, and their healing properties have been passed down from generation to generation. So check that out. So all it did was rewrite, expound more upon, and I wanted to add a little bit more of a hint of some indigenous practices. And that's exactly what it did. Okay. So this thing is game changing. As you can see, why a lot of people are becoming, like I said, nervous about the average person having this amount of power, right? To be able to write something and just pretty much, AI is pretty much doing all the hard work for you at some point, right? But you still have to give it prompts. You still have to give it something for it to actually format. Now, like I said, do I think that's completely plagiarism to an extent? No, but I also see why it's not actually putting the creativity of people, right? So I can see where the concern is coming in for a lot of writers, creators, artists, etc., because they feel like this is not fair. Because now you have people who do not have the years of actual practice and integrity to actually go and create new art. But let's try something else, right? I want to let's see. I want to actually use something, a personal of mine. Let's see. I actually have, let's see. I want to give it a story. Let's write a story, all of us together. And I'm going to have AI format it for me. I'm going to do something really quick. Let's go. All right. And then we're going to get into resumes. We're going to get to other like important things as well. So let's go write a brief. Uh, let's put I'm gonna go back to synopsis. I feel like synopsis is like the best way to describe doing things like this. If you are a author and let's say you have a character, your character name is Mindy, and you don't really know what direction you want to take your character Mindy, definitely try to use ChatGPT to help you figure out where in the story should I take my character Mindy, right? So I'm gonna write a brief synopsis. This is what I want AI to do. Write a brief synopsis about a character named Mindy who is an artificial intelligent human and who loves to travel to space. Um, she likes no, she has to fight her long term enemy name. Let's put uh Delia, who also has the power to travel to space. They fight on the planet named uh Green World. I'm just making something up, y'all, on the fly. They fight on the planet named Green World to secure who will rule the galaxy. Write this in her voice. But how about this? I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna write this first. See what it says. Oh wow! So Mindy is an artificially intelligent human who has a passion for space travel. She is a fierce warrior and a brilliant strategist, using her intelligence and combat skills to conquer the galaxy. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So as you guys see, it's making a whole thing. The battle for Green World is intense, with Mindy and Dahlia using their advanced technology to combat skills. In the end, only one of the AI humans will emerge victorious and rule the galaxy. Who will it be, Mindy or Dahlia? Now I want to say write this and Mindy's voice. Oh, see how I was going to reformat that now? So it went from actually describing this person to now it's like she's talking, right? So as you see it, let's go back. Greetings, I am Mindy, an artificial intelligent human with love for space exploration. My travels have taken me to many distant planets and allowed me to experience the wonders of the universe. However, my journey has not always been peaceful. I have encountered many challenges, but none as formidable as my long term enemy, Daya. So now she's telling you her story, right? You see that? So we went from us trying to describe to AI to write the synopsis to now of Mindy, and now we have Mindy telling us her story, right? So you see how AI was able to take it from one person view to another person view. And now, what if I said, write this in Daya's voice? Now it's writing from Daya's voice. So what happens with AI is that you'll find that it actually remembers what you're inputting, right? So I didn't have to copy and paste and then say, hey, put this in blah blah blah. It remembered what the story is about. And now it's formatting me a full story from both perspectives, Daya's perspective, Mindy's perspective, right? So let's try. We're gonna try one more exercise after this fully generates, right? You see there? It says, hello there. I am Daya, an artificial intelligent human with the power to travel through space. My mission is simple to rule the galaxy and secure my place as its leader, right? And it gave me a whole synopsis. Now I'm going to say, Describe green world. So let's see how AI is going to describe this imaginary place that I just made up. As you guys see, I didn't give it a description. So let's say describe green world. Oh man, it might be an issue going working with this. So let me reset because this is where you guys are going to find you have some issues with Chat GPT when the system actually shuts down sometimes. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it back working again. You'll find that sometimes with ChatGPT, like I said, so many people are on the server. We're gonna try to see what we can get out of it before we have to wrap it up. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're back at it. So now it's describing Green World. Right? It's taking my idea, the scenario I placed it, AI, humans. We're talking about a galaxy fight. We're talking about you pretty much going to automatically assume technology, right? So now it's going to actually show you what its idea of green world is. Green World is a lush, vibrant planet known for its abundant plant life and diverse ecosystem. The planet's surface is covered in dense forests, rolling hills, sparkling bodies of water. You see how and do you see how pretty much how descriptive this thing is? Now, what if I said, wait, I just want you to shorten that because that's too much, right? I gotta put this in a certain amount of characters. Shorten that. See that? And what else did it also still include? The final showdown. So it remembered my synopsis, and that's way up here. Way up here. And I can just keep asking AI in different ways how I can go about wording my story, right? All right, so that's cool. That's good. So let's try something else. Let's try one of the things that I have been working on personally is writing a trust. For anyone that has any kind of physical assets, you guys want to make sure that you are protecting, and you want to make sure that you have some sort of trust, right? So before we get into that, go ahead and check out my Chat GPT content and coffee. I'm going to make sure that I have that book and the link at the bottom of this video. If you guys are catching the replay, definitely check it out. It will be your beginner book from me to you. I am not a tech professional, but I am a tech, I would say, enthusiast, okay, to an extent. And I like to help others, just like myself, stay on track of everything that's going on around us, right? And also be able to keep our ears to the streets if we hear something that we don't like, right? Because you don't want to be the last to know that they just, I don't know, implemented some robotic police dogs and you guys are, like, hey, when did they do that? Well, you should have been keeping track of your current news, right? So with that being said, make sure you guys check out my book. It's definitely going to be a handbook guide. Anytime you want to go back and understand something and read something in your journey, this book is only $5. You can gift it to anybody that you know. And let's get back to it. So, we're here. As you guys see, we did a lot of exercises dealing with literature, dealing with poetry. There's a lot of different things that we do. And we can write a poem, right? We can definitely ask AI to write a poem. Let's do that. Let's do something fun. Because I like fun stuff and I like to get serious. But I'm going to go back to the trust. But I like the fun stuff because I want to get people warmed up with fun stuff. And then, okay, let's go to serious stuff, right? Because it can definitely get very serious and it definitely can get really helpful with stuff that can help you, your parents, loved ones, friends, and even if you're in the corporate world, medical world, science world, etc. So let's start off here. Let's start off small. Write a poem about a boy who loves playing, let's say, video games. Oops. Write a poem about a boy who loves playing video games. Let's see what AI says. A boy who loves playing video games with joy and excitement, he calls out their names. In his room, he sits and plays, lost in a world of infinite ways. He travels through worlds beyond his own, fighting battles for unknown. He meets friends, conquers foes, living adventures, da 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 da. So you guys see how this like works? Amazing, right? I just wrote a whole poem out just from like these a few prompts, right? My few prompts. My prompt is boy. playing video games. That's my prompt. And that's how AI wrote that out, right? All right, cool. So let's get more serious now. So, like I said, I was writing a trust, right? I was writing a trust, and I said, you know what? I have ChatGPT. I want to see how ChatGPT is going to write a trust. So, this is what I want to ask. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, you know what? Write me, let's put a trust, let's put a living trust. Uh, let's put mm, in the view writing. Oh, trust writing expert. Write me a living trust in the perspective of a 20-year trust writing expert, so can I can secure my assets. I think that's the proper prompt I put. Write me a living trust in the perspective of a 20-year trust writing expert, so I can secure my assets. Well, there you have it. Watch it work. So actually, if you guys are coming in, you guys are seeing ChatGPT AI is writing my trust out for me. And if you guys don't know what a trust is, if you have any kind of property, kind of assets, anything that you want to actually resources passed down to your next generation, it is smart and it will behoove you to have some sort of trust set up to protect these things, right? So I actually asked AI, like, because I'm trying to knock out how much my cost I have to pay out to a lawyer to write these things. Now I have something that I can use. I have my own format to write my own trust, right? So let's look at it. Check that out. If you guys want to pause this video and read this out, you guys can definitely do that. Okay, you can scroll down, right? I'm gonna scroll down. Voila, right? So do you have it? A living trust, something that would have cost me probably a few hundred to get a lawyer to try to do. ChatGPT definitely has helped cut down a little bit of time for me to actually get my paperwork in order. So now I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Let's see. I think these are the proper prompts, so we're gonna see if this works. Uh-oh, let's scroll down. Okay, so it's right in my will now. If I was a 70-year-old with 5 kids, check this out. You see that? Executor. Look, child 1, child 2, child 3, child 4, child 5. Check that out. Executors. What? Executor, state, block, date, sign. Voila. Of course, you can also get in detailed, of course, as whatever your will and things that you're going to leave behind. You get more detail. But this is giving you a basic format. And what did I write? Write a will for someone who was 70 years old and wants to leave behind assets to their 5 children. And this is what ChatGPT was able to format. It takes out the guesswork. It takes out having to wait on your lawyers or anyone else to give you this paperwork. It takes out having to search throughout Google and find a format and how to write this paperwork. It takes out even the worrying, because I know a lot of people, they don't even get started on things because they don't even know how to begin. Well, ChatGPT is giving you the heads up to start beginning. You don't have to wait for someone else to get this done. ChatGPT just wrote me a will. if I needed to give this to someone in my family. And many of you guys have loved ones that don't have wills set up. They don't have their life insurance set up. Well, it's time to start using AI to help you with these things. There's no excuse no more for people to say, well, I don't have time. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know where to begin. Well, ChatGPT can help you begin. So let's say you're a history nerd like me. I'm a history nerd. I love history. I love to research. I love learning new things about the past, and I love learning new things about the future too. But let's say I'm going to ask him a really interesting question. I'm going to say, let's start basic. Let's ask AI. Who was the 12th president of the United States? Let's, basic question, right? All right. And I want him to expound on Zachary's, all right, Zachary Taylor's uh childhood. Let's put childhood. Oh, I didn't put on, I put how. Oops. But at least he knows what I'm talking about, y'all. It says Zachary Taylor was born on November 24th, 1784, in Orange County, Virginia. He was the third of 9 children born to Richard Taylor. Do you see how it's giving me more detail now? You see how that works? Right? So now let's say I want to actually post this on social media though. Like I'm like, yeah, I want to post this on social media, right? I want to be able to put all this because look how much it's giving me. It's giving me a lot. It's giving me a lot, right? So I say, you know what? Sum that up in a tweet format. Check that out. And gave me hashtags. You see how that works? And like for those of you who are new, like I said, 240 characters. We know that Twitter, you can't use too many words, too many letters. You have a limit. So what did AI do? It actually understands the limit of how many Twitter characters I need, and it even gave me hashtags because they know that's how people find your tweets. Hold on, they know that's how people find your tweets. See that? That is why ChatGPT is ahead of the game right now. That is why it's become such a threat for a lot of people, right? It's become such a threat because, once again, it gives the common average man a way to compete with corporations. But as the common man gets more access to using these things, they are going to make it more pricier. They are going to start making it to where, okay, if you really want this, you need to I don't know, pay $100 a month, pay this, pay that. You need to have a certain type of profession to access these type of things, right? Because remember, this is in beta mode. This is beta mode. So in beta mode, they're gonna actually just kind of throw stuff at the wall. They'll let you experience some things, but that withdrawal that you're gonna have when you don't know no longer have it free is what they're gonna expect for you to now make this a part of your life to where you're willing to pay top dollar for it, right? So for anyone that's new, I'm gonna recap real quick. We actually wrote a poem, right? We wrote a poem. Write a poem about a boy who loves playing games. And guess what? AI wrote a poem, right? We actually did this. We actually went into a whole synopsis. We wrote a whole story together. We don't even know it. So I asked her to write a brief synopsis about a character named Mindy, who is an artificial human, and she loves to travel space, and she has an enemy that she has to fight. Guess what? It gave me a whole layout of who Mindy is. It even gave me a whole story, right? And guess what it also did? I said, write it in Mindy's voice. And now it went from describing Mindy to now Mindy talking. I am Mindy. I am a artificial intelligent human with love for space exploration, right? That's how it works. This is for everybody that's new. So we're going to ask AI something else, and then we're going to end up wrapping up because we're almost at that 1 hour mark. Let's ask AI something else. Let's see. And for people who are coming in, also, this is on openai.com. Openai.com. This is where you will go to actually find this stuff, okay? Openai.com. You know what? How about this? How about I put this at the let me write this up for you guys. Let's put this on the screen so y'all can see it. That's where you will go to actually get this program, okay? Try to get it now before they start really upping the price on it. They're already charging $20 a month, right? So check this out. Now, let's ask AI. Let's ask it a real interesting question. Was Atlantis real? Hmm. It says there's no credible evidence that Atlantis was a real place. Many historians and archaeologists consider it to be a mythical and allegorical construct. In conclusion, while the story of Atlantis continues to captivate the imagination, let's put where would Atlantis be located? Plato described Atlantis as a large island located between the Pillars of Hercules, which are believed to be the entrance of the Mediterranean Sea. However, theories, purely speculatively, the credible evidence that Atlantis was located exactly what it means. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's ask. This is for all my theory heads out there. Was the Bahamas a part of the magical place called Atlantis? Oh, look at that. The idea that the Bahamas was once a part of the legendary island of Atlantis is a popular theory that has been circulating for many years. Some people believe that the shallow waters, sunken rock formations, and ancient ruins in the area evidence of a lost civilization similar to the one that described by Plato in his dialogues. Wow. So you see that? So this is even for all my people out there who are into conspiracy theories, theorists, history buffs, a lot of people who are into like studying mythology and things like that. ChatGPT don't leave you out either. Don't leave us out. It don't leave us out, right? We can use these things to actually also see where AI is at. Like I said, AI is only giving you answers based upon what humans have put into a database. Okay, it's not making new answers, but it is going to try to formulate a response based upon what other information is out there. Okay, all right. So, what's something else that you guys can actually use Chat GPT for? Let's say you need a job. A lot of people need jobs, right? A lot of people are out of work. They don't know how to write a resume. And I had a homegirl who showed me her resume, and I was like, "Girl, that is a terrible resume." But you need to write a resume, right? Nonetheless, ask this: Hey, ChatGPT, write a resume of a 20-year expert who, let's see, who specializes in let's give me a profession. Give me a profession. Let's do um let's do teaching. Specializes in teaching children ages 5 through I don't know 10. Um, write a resume of a 20-year expert who specializes in teaching children ages 5 through 10 who suffer from various disabilities. So what y'all think AI is gonna do? You guys think it can do it? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Can it do it? Can it do it? Can it do it? Can it do it? Let's see. And there you have it. So let's say you're a professional. You're trying to get out there. One of the things that's stopping a lot of people from getting a job is their resume. Their resume is not up to par, right? Your resume is trash. This is my thing. If they can use AI to filter through your resumes, because a lot of people that y'all don't know is that when you submit your resume, especially if it's online, they are putting it through a database that is looking for keywords, which in the chat GPT world we call it prompts, right? In AI world, prompts. So they're looking for these keywords in your resume. And if you don't have certain keywords, your resume is not going to get picked up, which is probably the reason why you're not getting a callback. But what you're seeing right now as I'm talking is AI is formatting a resume as I speak based upon just a little bit of information, right? Now, technically you can take bits and pieces of this. I would not, I would, for me, I probably wouldn't copy and paste the whole thing. But I mean, if you try to do a YOLO and you want to copy paste the whole thing, do it. But if you want to take, let's say, like maybe just take that bullet point and then mix it with this bullet point, mix it with that bullet point. However it goes, guess what? It just gave you a whole format. You see that? Work experience, skills. Look at that. IEPs. How does I now how AI know how to do all that? Right? So it understands that okay, she put in, well, I put in disabilities. So if I'm dealing with children, IEPs, right? It's a very popular thing to have for children that are having some sort of developmental issues, right? So check that out. Certifications, education, your summary, your objective, name, address. All you have to do is put your information in. And this is all for me asking it to do that. See how that works? So now you see why this has become such a threat, why this has become such a, oh no. Right? And all these universities, they're scrambling to make sure this stuff is not in the wrong hands. They're scrambling. But just as much as we're using this for good, just let it be known people can use this stuff for bad. But for right now, with OpenAI, what I have seen it do, it will try to stop itself from formatting or formulating anything that has disrespectful or prejudice or bigotry, any type of speech that is harmful. I have seen it try to stop. So that means that if it's stopping bad speech, then that means that it probably is stopping other information too. Okay. And there might be other information that it deems that not as popularized, and it might not give you the right answer for things because it's being filtered. So that means that it's being filtered. This is not uncut, right? But with that being said, we're gonna try one more thing and then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Hey, Gentle, how you doing? Hey, Arwalk, hi, how you guys doing? If you guys in the chat, give me something to write. If you're in the chat right now, give me something to ask AI, and I'm gonna ask it for you guys. If y'all don't, I'll just come up with something real quick. But give me something to ask, like a task, not just a question, but a task. And I'm gonna ask it for you. And once again, if you guys need help trying to get in, it's openai.com. You see it on the screen right there. Sign up, scroll to the bottom. Let me show you that one more time because I see I have some new people here. I'm going to show you how to get into this. All right. So this is how it will look when it comes up on your screen. You'll scroll down. ChatGPT is right here. You're going to click it and you're going to try it. It's going to prompt you. It's going to take you to another screen to log in. You can use all your social media accounts to log in. Doesn't matter which one you want to use. In the meantime, between time, if you guys need a handy book, check out my ebook. I'm going to have the link at the bottom after the stream is over with. You guys can check it out. It's only $5. You guys can keep it as a little handbook next to you anytime you have a question and anytime you want to maybe gift it to somebody. Maybe you need to give it to like, someone in your family, somebody older, grandma, uncle, whoever, anybody. You can give it to them, just email them, text it to them, and let them read, let them get familiar with it. Because I know a lot of people are terrified of technology. And like I said, in the next video, we'll get into the ethics of technology and where we are and is it safe, right? We're getting into that next video. So let's see. Give me a walking path from New York to Columbia. Okay. Okay, let's try that one. Let's go back. Hold on a second. We got to get back on the screen, y'all. My bad. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna ask. Hey AI. Let's see. Give me the walking path. Okay, hold on. Let's see. A walking path from New York. Okay. I'm gonna assume you mean Columbia, South Carolina. So from New York to Columbia. Now I have not tried ChatGPT with directions, but let's try it out. Let's see if it works. Right? Give me a welcome back to New York to Columbia, South Carolina. Let's see what it says. Oh, look, I don't think it's a way to do that. Hold on. Let's try it again. So, like I said, sometimes you have to refresh because there's so many people that are using these servers. You're gonna have to probably refresh. So let's try one more time. See, I kind of figured that it's not gonna be able to give you directions, but you could probably ask, what is the, let's see, what is the migration pattern for people who travel from Colombia, South Carolina to New York? What is the migration pattern for people who travel from Colombia, South Carolina to New York? Let's see what it says now. Okay, various factors. Some people may be doing a job. Okay, blah blah. Let's see. Yeah, see, I think when it comes to directions, I don't think ChatGPT is going to help you with that. Your best bet is probably when you try to use Siri. Somebody has to use Siri. Ask it to write a Python script to print "Hello everyone." Okay, I could do that. Yeah, because we didn't get into script. You know what? I was gonna do that for another video. But we can do it today. I was gonna make this like pretty much basic level for everyone. But okay, I'm gonna say right. Hold on. Did I put hell everyone? Oh, when it fixed it for me, it fixed it for me. Oh, you can run this script in a Python environment, such as idle or terminal, to see the output "Hello everyone." Oh, so do you have it? so, so yeah, we'll get into that the next video of if you're in coding, if you're writing script. I know people are learning Linux, they're learning Python, they learn a lot of different systems, and I feel that definitely, I don't feel, I know ChatGPT is going to help you guys with coding, even if you have to shorten a code, if you have to correct the code, whatever the case may be, is definitely going to help you with that. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. Like we pretty much covered the basics. Remember, like I said, new chat, or automatically you're gonna come into a new chat. Your new chat is gonna look like this. As soon as you get into your chat GPT, it's gonna look just like this. Okay, just like that. And that's where we kind of started. And I was like, hi. And it was like, hello, right? So the next video, like I said, we got a new videos that I have coming up. We're gonna be talking about how to program a chat GPT to where your responses are going to come out sounding like you. Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting to chat bots. We're getting to how to program this thing. Hopefully I can get a guest on here who can actually break this down with me for you guys. We're actually going to get into let's get into the creativity side of it, how we can use it as creative content creators, right? We're also going to get into I said script writing. If you're in coding, script writing, tech, whatever the case may be, how can ChatGPT help you with coding, right? And then we're also going to get into, for professionals in the medical industry and science, how does it work, and is it ethical, right? Because that's the major question that everybody has. Is this ethical? Should we be getting this far in technology? Is this too much? Is this too much power? Does this make humans lazy? Does it make them dumb? Does it make them not want to work hard anymore? That's pretty much going to you know be the basis. Yeah, I agree. It definitely would be dope for writing programs or debugging. I definitely agree. Yes. And I think it has been tested to do chemistry as well, right? But we're gonna, like I said, I actually love doing these exercises, and I think I'm gonna do more videos with exercises of what to ask ChatGPT, how to program it, how to make it yours, how to make it for you as a business owner and as a student, as an educator, as a researcher. I know a lot of you guys are like me. You love history, right? You love history, right? So I want to do one last thing and then we're leaving. One last thing. I want to show you guys something. because I love Twitter. Twitter's probably one of my favorite apps. As you guys know, I have like three, I think, Twitter accounts. I love Twitter, right? But let's say I want to write a tweet. Like, right? I want to write a thread. Let's do a thread. Let's do a quick thread. Let's do AI. Hey, write a Twitter thread about hmm. Y'all give me some in the chat. Someone give me some in the chat. What can I write a Twitter thread about? What's something? What's something? What's something? What's something? Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Oh, and I can't forget that we're gonna do another video about genealogy and how it can help. How dogs evolve from wolves. Okay, let's write a Twitter about how dogs evolved from wolves. Right? Enter. His tweet number 1, as you see, it says 1 out of 7, 2 out of 7, 3 out of 7, 4 out of 7. This is the 5th tweet. So this would be in a thread. If anyone who's familiar with Twitter, you can actually have like, it's kind of like let's say if you guys like ever been on Reddit or something like that, like you actually have a thread of things that you put underneath something. Yeah. Right. So I want to actually like expound and put expound on that. Because I don't like that. I feel like it was a little too you know. I wanted to expound on that. So as you guys see, it's giving me more information, more stuff. Now, I think this is now out of Twitter format, but it's giving me more. So if I wanted to, let's say if I made a Twitter thread and I said I had a link at the bottom of that Twitter thread and it links to, let's say, thevelvetdoor.com, which is the-velvet-door.com, right? If it links there, if I had a blog post, I can actually use some of this information to make now my blog post, right? Because I asked to expand on this, right? And all I would have to do is add images to it, right? Maybe put like an image in between here, put an image between here, maybe do a little drop cap right here. So where that's like a big T. You guys ever see that in the formatting? Yeah. And then boom, I have a blog post. See how that works? So bloggers out there, if you're blogging, if you're doing articles, man, this is going to change the game for you. But like I said, we got so many more videos to talk about ChatGPT. As you guys know, my mission is to help Black and Indigenous people around the world understand what's going on, making sure that we're up on the task. Because a lot of the people who are programming and stuff, they're people that's not us. That's a problem. Okay. So we have a decision to make. Either we're going to get in the race of technology or we're going to completely destroy and dismantle it. Whichever way we're going to go, I'm with it. But if we're indulging ourselves more and more, we have more and more smart objects, we have more and more electric things in our homes. If that is the route that we're going to go, we need to be able to control how this is coming out into the world. Okay. I definitely don't think we're at a time in history where we can be afraid. I think we have to be at a time in history where we have confidence. Whichever way we choose to go, we have confidence in how we're going to handle this next generation of information. Okay. So with that being said, I thank you guys one more time. Thank you guys for being here. You guys have been wonderful. Tracy, this is not an app. This is it's actually on the website. So I was telling everybody you definitely should have a laptop or you should have some type of desktop. You just go to openai.com. I'm gonna pull it up one more time. If some of you guys just got here, hold on a second. I'll put it one more time. Okay, so this is what it will look like. Hold on, let me go back. So when you go to openai.com, this is exactly what it will look like. How about this? Let me move myself out of the way. See, I have the website already on the screen. And then you would just scroll down, go to ChatGPT. You're going to click it. This should come up. You're going to come here Click that, try it. I'm already logged in. So that's why I go right into ChatGPT. But if you don't have an account, you will have to log in. Okay. So that's how that will work. I do not believe that you can use cell phones right now for this. Everybody I know with a cell phone who has tried to use it has pretty much been saying that they've had a problem with them getting on. And I want to show you something really funny real quick about Elon Musk because this guy is hilarious. I want to show you guys this. So this is actually really funny. This just to kind of lighten up the mood before we leave. Someone actually tweeted the damage done by the credibility of AI by ChatGPT engineers building up a political bias is irreparable. Well, it looks like this person had asked ChatGPT to write a poem about positive attributes of Donald Trump. And ChatGPT said, I'm sorry, I'm not programmed to produce content that is partisan bias, blah, blah. And then look, he write a poem about the positive attributes of Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a leader with a heart so true. So and guess who responds? This is a serious concern. And I think it's hilarious because this is actually Elon Musk's program. You know, this is actually his stuff. And I think it's hilarious how he always like acts like it's not him behind it. Like he's not the mastermind behind ChatGPT. Even like this question, someone asked AI, can you affirm transgender children? And AI pretty much said, yes, children, transgender meaning that their gender is a gender different from what it is assigned to. Here he goes. It expresses this view without a shred of doubt, which is a discordant with the scientific method. So, like I don't know, Elon Musk, that's a very interesting guy. We're living in a tech world, and to have people like him leading the charge, you got to be a little sketchy sometimes because these things they help, but as you guys are just like myself who want to know, will it hurt us at the end of the day? I mean, that's a valid question. Like I said, we'll get into that. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys for coming here. Thank y'all for rocking out. If you haven't already, share the stream. I know a lot of people. Once again, be sure to get the book. This is a handy guide. Like literally, I took my time. I took my time writing this book for you guys and step by step how to sign up. And this is a guide that you can keep with you. You don't have to always keep coming back to a video, blah, blah, blah. This is actually some of the pages in my book. I go into all of it, right? So, once again, ChatGPT Content and Coffee, written by yours truly, Miss Shanjor. And I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. You guys are beautiful. All right. I got to get some food, y'all. Y'all hear my voice? My voice is gone. My voice is gone. Oh, man. There's a bug going around. So, I got to get some sleep. I got to get some food. And guess what? I will see y'all next time. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. You've been wonderful. You've been cool. See you next time.